Hey guys, I'm back and we are playing XDefiant, or at least trying to play XDefiant. I'm going to be doing a Master of Mastery stream. I'm going to be unlocking Titanium Prisma on the L86, hopefully. Sort of tried to do this like a couple of days ago, and the matchmaking times was really long. Like I got into one game after like quite a bit of waiting, and then tried to get into the next game, and it took even longer, and it wasn't getting me into a game, so I just sort of gave up on the stream because not much I can do if I can't get into a game to play and grind out the camo. Uh, so we're gonna try again, and hopefully we can get into games faster today. Probably not, is my guess. So when I tried to do this, it was on Saturday, which should be peak day to grind or play games. Today it's Monday, so more than likely less players on the game. I don't know. Or maybe there was something wrong on Saturday, so that's what was holding up the matchmaking. I have no clue. But the ideal plan is I would like to get Titanium Prisma on the L86. This is the new LMG for the game, the DLC LMG. And yeah, I've been grinding it out, got gold on it, and then had to take a bit of a break because of Black Ops 6, grind had begun. And when I came back to the game, they had sort of like done sort of a level buff to everybody and everyone's weapons. And this gun is very near Titanium Prisma now, thanks to that kind of level increase that they kind of did uh, just recently. I think with the recent update, they did that. So it wasn't the case a while ago, and just recently they did that level buff, and now this is super close to Titanium Prisma. Um, yeah, hopefully we can get into games today. That would be the ideal scenario, so we can actually do this stream. Um, so we're at 389 out of the 400. So we're just 11 levels away from getting Titanium Prisma. So that wouldn't be much of a stream if we just got Titanium Prisma and called it a day. So like when we had other weapons that were close or past Titanium Prisma, we didn't do the stream. We're going to be playing a little bit with the various camos before playing with Titanium Prisma, even though we'll probably have it unlocked sooner than that. So a game with gold, a few games with violet, a few games with Azure. While we're doing that, I'm sure we'll have Prisma unlocked by then, and we'll end it off with a game with Titanium Prisma. So that is the tentative plan. Like I said, last time I tried to do this, I couldn't even get into a game. Like legitimately, like it took like I think 10 minutes to get into the first game, and then the second game was like close to 20 minutes, and I still hadn't gotten into a game. So if that's going to be the case with it this time around, I'll probably not. We'll do something else, like I did last time. We'll call it and do something else. But hopefully we can get into games reasonably quickly, and then we can have the full stream dedicated to the XDefiant Titanium Prisma grind for this weapon. This is the build I'm using for the L86. It's the same build I used for gold. Like I said, the bulk of my grind with this gun ended after like the gold grind, and I might have played a little bit after that. And then they did the level buff. So I haven't really played around with the gun beyond the gold grind. So the build has stayed similar, the same. I'm using the stabilizing barrel plus 2.5% horizontal and vertical recoil control at the cost of minus 5% sprint shoot time and ADS walking speed. The vertical grip plus 10% vertical recoil control at the cost of minus 5% ADS walking speed and ADS speed. The reflex sight plus 1 sight picture. Extended mags plus 30 magazine size at the cost of minus 15% reload speed and minus 5% movement speed. Quick draw grip plus 10% sprint shoot time and ADS speed at the cost of minus 15% ADS stability. And yeah, that is the build for the L86 that I've been using. This is the stats for the weapon, in case you're interested. Right, let's go ahead and jump right in. Like honestly, on Saturday I was using Quick Play, and I still couldn't like. It would get me into a lobby, but it would do this like where it's just a couple of people here, and it would fill up halfway through, and then half the like people would disappear, and it would just wouldn't start the match that way. So I don't know, man. Thinking maybe if that is happening again today, might have to just call it quits on XDefiant. Probably not, because the day, a few days back, where I did the like MP5 grind, it was taking a little bit of time to get into games, but I was finding lobbies. But at the same time, that was just after a pretty big update, so maybe some people had jumped in to see the new map and play the game a little bit. And then after that, they've all disappeared again. So. There is some stuff I want to do in the finals. So if we can't do this, we'll just switch up to the finals and play that. That game, like, it's got really bad connection sometimes, but it should get us into games regardless of bad connection. So I'm pretty confident if we switch up to that, at least we'll be able to play the game even if it's kind of like trashy connections. I don't know, man. It's kind of like sad to think that this game is probably done. It is kind of sad to think that way. Because it is so much fun. I did enjoy it. Yeah, this is what was happening. All of like the thing. It's like, dude, it just needed one more player to start the match, and then half the lobby would just get like pulled out. I mean, inarguably, there have been like quality of life in the matchmaking system that has gone too long without the fixes. Yeah, I think the like saddest thing about this game is like it's easy to like blame like the like publishers, like Ubisoft, for like massive fuck ups. But I think in this case, it's actually the developers' fault. Senior developers' decision makings. I don't think Ubisoft has anything to blame for this one. I think it's just really poor decision making from the like upper management of the development team. On why this flopped so hard. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not like I'm an insider or have any insider information. Maybe there was other things that was responsible, other factors. Like, I feel like the concept of that quick play like playlist, like it should be putting you in a lobby that's guaranteed going to start within the next minute. That's the longest you should be waiting for. If you're queuing up in that like quick play, not the curated quick play, but the like actual quick play thing. It needs to just like make sure it's putting you in a lobby that isn't like doing that like player thing where it's half filling and then pulling up people. Let me just check audio and everything.
Domination. This mission plays to our strengths. Three, two, one. Get out there.
I think we're good.
Capture those zones, Shadow Team. Team capturing Zone A.
Reloading!
We got the zone. We're moving on Zone B. Enemies on B. Light them up. Capture some objectives. We're moving on Zone B.
that nade go? I mean, the EMP. It's also like a mile away. Dude, where the fuck were teammates, man? God.
Team going out to sea. Sailors on grenade. Enemies taking sea. Listen to these shadows. Everything's looking good.
Hey, pish pish. Titanium Violet. Right, let's jump right back into quick play because I'm pretty sure we'll be sitting here for a bit. Hopefully it gets us into a game. Yeah, last time also I got into the first game and then it was the second game that refused to put me into. I'm curious, like, there's a long wait before season 3, but I am curious, like, what will happen to this game after season 3 launches. Because there's all those rumors, right? Like, Ubisoft will cut the live service of this game if it doesn't pick up after season 3 and all that. So, argument's sake is like, yeah, they can sit and do jack shit for the next month, right? Or whatever, like however long this battle pass is lasting, right? 22 more days. But come the launch of season 3, that's going to be a pretty big one, right? As far as like the future of this game. Like arguably like the next like 22 days, like the fact that probably nothing will happen, it's just like, dude, even the 3 months that was actually like too generous, it feels like. Not enough fire under the actually, the other sad thing about this game is like persistent lobbies could have saved it a decent amount. Would have helped a lot. Something that they've said that they would do. Persistent lobbies would actually save it, like somewhat. This matchmaking time is horrendous, dude. Like sometimes, like this wasn't so bad, but
Occupy. Stay nimble. The mission objective here is mobile. 3, 2, 1. Secure the capture zone. Eliminate infiltrators. Friendly's captured. Capture zone contested. They're attacking.
Sticky out!
Capture zone moving to a new location. Capture zone changing location. Get there. Capture zone contested. Capture zone changing location. Get there. Keep up that focus. Also ready for deployment. Capture it. It's the Phantom brand. That's how Shadow does it.
Dude's using the poop emoji.
You're a phantom. Occupy. Stay nimble. The mission objective here is mobile. 3, 2, 1. Secure the capture zone. Eliminate infiltrators. The zone is under assault. Friendly captured. Capture no contested. The zone is under assault. Capture zone moving to the location. Hostiles are making it work here. The zone is under assault. Capture zone moving to the location. Capture zone contested. You're having a bad day. Capturing zone. The zone is under assault. Ultra, good to go. Hostiles on the zone. Capturing zone. Capture zone moving to the location. Ultra ready for deployment. Ultra ready for deployment. Domination comes naturally to us phantoms. Three, two, one. Get out there and capture those zones, Shadow Team. We're assaulting Zone C. We got the zone. We're moving on Zone B. Capture zone contested. Secured. That big. Enemy zone. Zone C in trouble. We're assaulting Zone C. We got the zone. Stop that focus. Enemy zone. Light 'em up. Zone D. Enemy zone. Light 'em up. Zone B compromised. Zone contested. Team securing B.
What on earth?
Ultra ready for deployment.
I put a lot of shots into that dude to get very little damage.
capturing Zone B. Zone contested. Also, good go.
Dude, can't fucking teammates just capture B? What the fuck is wrong with them? Fucking idiots these guys are.
Also ready for deployment. Zone compromised. Capturing Zone B. We got the zone. Also good go. Enemies taking C. Zone B's compromised. And it ain't looking good. Strike hard. Wrong fire. Adapt. Second kilo bang. We're on Zone C. Next
Yeah, these guys need to uninstall. What bunch of shithead teammates these guys are. What's up, Slayer? They do. They were like sitting right next to B. Like there's like 5 of them, like the whole team, except for me, right? And they still couldn't capture it. They couldn't capture B. Like the whole squad is right in front of your fucking objective, and you can't capture B. Like the only time like we actually captured B was when I was there, jumping on it. This is how shit these fucking clowns are. Level 100 jokes. The whole fucking squad was sitting on B and they couldn't capture it, man. Fucking useless trash these guys were. This guy, like the enemy team, the guy that's doing well, he's got like a 12 ping. He was in the previous game also, he was 12 ping on the lobby. So there's like no surprise he's slamming. But there's no excuse for these idiots. Like sitting right next to B and not fucking capturing it. Like that dude was just sniping. Like so they could have easily caught B. And not like had to worry too much. But they couldn't even fucking hold B. So then I'm fucking trying to like do like objective and also fucking counter snipe that fool. Actual shitters, man. Dude, if this idiot's in my team again, dude, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Alright.
Domination comes naturally to us phantoms. Three, two, one. Get out there and capture those zone shadow teams. We got the zone.
Dude, I should have ordered that Dumbo map sooner.
Tornado under enemy assault. We're moving on zone B. No contested. Good for our rep. Copy. Clear all the capture zones. Exit from that way. Fire. Adapt. Gotta do it. Heading to the station. Fire. Adapt. Obey. Next time, fight dirtier.
Dude. What is this team, man? At least I didn't get this fool, man, who like just fucking relies on people carrying him. That team was at least trying, man, for a bit. Titanium Azure. Come in.
Escort. Move that package like it's your job. Push the package to the delivery zone. No one stands in Shadow Team's way. retreating. Escort the package to the delivery zone. Get back to the fight. Move like you got purpose. Package is retreating. Five, four, three, two, one.
The idiot raged quit, dude. Fucking loser. Literally didn't do anything in the last like 4 games that I played with him.
Mission update. Hostiles must pass our progress point to win. Don't let that happen. Don't let that happen again. No surprise here.
Dude, what the fuck is taking this thing so long? The joke is nearly every game I played up to this point have been like the same players. So like, what was the fucking point of disbanding lobbies? There's not enough players to even like do this disbanding lobby shit. You're just playing against the same exact people every fucking time. So just fucking don't do it. Just fucking just keep it like a permanent lobby, dude. I mean, I don't mind playing those guys, but this fucking player fan bullshit, dude. It'll be the same fucking players, man, again. So what's the fucking, like, who cares, man? Just fucking put us in the same lobby, man. And just don't, like, disband it. Especially in this quick play playlist, actually. The joke is, in this quick play playlist, there's no reason to have disbanding lobbies. Because everyone's agreeing to just give us any mode we just want to play, right? So you could just have the modes rotating each match and just keep the lobby like the same. No, it's actually different people this time. The last 7 games, it was all the same people the whole fucking time, dude. There's like no reason to like do disbanding. Could have stayed in that 45 ping server, not have the like lobby disband, and be like, fine, whatever.
Three, two, one. Secure all the capture zones. We're assaulting Zone C. We got the zone. Capturing Zone A.
Dude, what the fuck, man?
We get even. We got the zone. That's the kill. Zone A under enemy assault.
I'm down! I'm not out! Yet!
Moving on Zone B. on B. Light them up. Team capturing Zone A. We're moving on Zone B. Enemies on B. Light them up. On A.
Dude, are you fucking kidding? I got two-shotted. Like, dude, the desync on this game. Yeah, it's alright.
Focus. Hostile incursion on C. Team has boots on A. Zone B compromised. Get on the castle. That way. Team going out to sea. Team capturing Zone B. Zone secured. Zone B's compromised. Zone compromised. On fire. Adapt. Get the kilo thing. Now's the time to bring it home.
Turret out!
What was that mystery? Not much. Just chill playing this thing. I'm trying to complete the camo grind whenever this game is somewhat active. What's up with you? What you been up to? This game is feeling a little dead though, man. Shit. Well, at least I'm getting into games today. The other day I tried to jump on, like I couldn't even get into a game. Like it was just like not connecting. Oh god, not Echelon again, dude. This gun is an LMG. I don't want to be in that. Alright, whatever. I don't know, at least today it's connecting reasonably quickly. Maybe there was some issues on Saturday. That's why it wasn't connecting. I have no clue.
Domination. This mission plays to our strengths. Three, two, one. Secure all the capture zones. Keep capturing Zone A. We got the zone. We're moving on Zone B.
Am I gonna have this fucking team that no team's fucking gonna win any game today?
No contested.
Is that what the plan is for this fucking game?
Deployed. I am down.
How are they so shit, man? Fuck. Whatever.
No contested.
Nah, I'm not much of a sportsman.
Sonar garbage.
Dude, these guys are like 2 for 13, 2 for 10, man. Watch shit out of it.
I need to reload.
The most dog shit teammates I've ever seen, man. Holy crap. All day today. I'm just giving like the most shitters like this. I used to like it when I was a kid, history. Not so much anymore. I don't really follow it anymore.
Pick yourself up.
What is the ping on this?
You the medic!
Wrong outcome.
Yeah, I used to like baseball too. I used to go to like an American school when I was really young, so we used to play baseball. I used to like it. And then when I moved back to India, we did have softball as part of the curriculum. So like every what's it called? Season we do softball. It's pretty good. It is. It's pretty normal. Like usually like in India, if you're like even like middle class rich, like even middle class rich, you have a pretty good life. Like way better than in the US. Like most middle class families in India have like a maid or a cook or drivers or all of the above. So like we don't like, and I'm talking like legitimately like most middle class India has at least a maid who comes and cleans up the house and does the dishes, makes your bed and all that stuff. Then the slightly richer have the cooks, so they don't cook nothing. So like, actually like a lot of like middle class would have a cook also. Like, so fresh home cooked food, constantly. And then as you get a little bit richer and richer, you'll have a driver, so you don't actually drive anywhere. Yeah, most middle class and above live very well in India. It's the lower class people, like if you're poor in India, it would suck. It's really tough and bad. Yeah, I do. Like my dad's pretty wealthy. We have like a cleaner who comes and cleans the house, and then we've got a cook, and then we've got also a live-in like who does both cleaning and cooking. So she helps out with both the like cook and the like helper. We have a driver. We have a security guard. My dad's done pretty well for himself. So yeah, we have like all of that stuff. But like even my sister and brother who like, are working like normal jobs, like they have a nanny for their kids, and a cook comes and does the cooking, The nanny does, I think, a bit both cleaning and taking care of the like really young, the kids, the like really young children. Like all of that stuff is like super normal for middle class India. Like, and my brother and sister, they're not like, they don't have like insanely wealthy jobs. It's pretty like normal, like normal paid jobs. Like they get decent pay and all that, but it's not like they're like super wealthy thanks to their work. It's the norm in India. Then also on top of that, like even if you're not like super rich, cost of living and stuff like that is pretty reasonable in India. So you can get a pretty decent like apartment and stuff depending on where you live. Food costs are pretty low. So even if you don't have a cook or something, you can buy like eat out at a reasonable price. And good food. Not just like street shit food. It's like actual good food you'll get at a reasonable price. Like healthy stuff. And tasty. Like also like a lot of like in the past when I was really young, there's a lot of things like, you know, like these kind of not necessarily luxury items, but you know, like just kind of small things like that. Like even now, like the option of cereals and all aren't great in India. But back when I was a kid, there was like practically there was like maybe 2 different types of cereal, right? So there was limited choices. But now it's like you can get anything and everything. Like through Amazon and like they've imported all the stuff. So some of the stuff might be a little bit more expensive, but you pretty much can get anything and everything. On top of the fact that you live a really good life if you're like even earning a reasonable wage. It's not bad, dude. Like I remember when I was in college and shit, like in the US, life was fucking kind of stressful because, you know, everything's so fucking expensive. Even like a meal is just like you needed to have, like if you didn't have enough money, you ain't eating shit, right? Yeah, you don't have like, again, that's for like middle class people. Like I think it's a very different scenario in India for like people who are poor. Like if you aren't rich and you're living a very poor life, it's probably brutal in India, right? But I'd argue if you're middle class in the US, you're probably still struggling. You're gonna struggle a bit. Whereas in India, if you're middle class, you're probably gonna live a pretty good life. So yeah, India's cool. What are my thoughts? I'm not really into politics, so I don't follow it too much. I think for Americans, like Donald Trump might be a bad scene. Like I think if you're an American, it might not be the best of times. But for India, Donald Trump's actually a pretty like he's not like a horrible president for like India. Like I don't see any like he's not gonna cause trouble for India or anything like that, right? In fact, I'd argue like he's probably a good president as far as politics that revolve around India-centric stuff. I don't follow politics or anything, so I don't really care. Like I said, like I think if I was living in India, I mean in the US, I'd be a little worried long term. But living in India, like it's like he's probably a good thing for Indians in India.
Occupy. Stay nimble.
Like most of his policies and all don't affect India like in a negative way. So
3, 2, 1. Find, take, and hold.
and arguably there are some like democratic policies and all that would have affected India in a negative way. So
The zone is open. You're on fire. Now, defensive
like, for us, it's like yeah, okay, whatever. Like, I think what would like, what, for Americans with Donald Trump, what I think will happen is, like, he'll not do like anything of value for the next 4 years. Like, my thoughts. But what will happen is after he leaves, like after his 4-year term, whoever's the next president will have a lot of cleanup to do. Like, I think like for the next 4 years, he'll string along the American like public. And like nothing major will happen like pro or con, but it'll set up things that will be disastrous long term, like for your country. But yeah, like I said, like his policies on India and stuff like that, they're not bad. So. I don't know though, I don't really follow politics too much, so I have no clue, honestly. What are your thoughts? Are you pro or against? He did. I don't think he liked it in India. But, I mean, that doesn't really matter. Like I said, as far as like politics go, like I don't think there's anything that he's gonna do that's gonna like interfere like in a negative way for us. So, in general, it's like not a bad thing. You voted Trump? Okay. Like, do you think he's gonna be good for like the country? Like, think he's gonna keep his promises and stuff like that? Or is it just like one? So yeah, I'll tell you one thing, like Trump, like, there's a lot of like, you know, like anti-immigration stuff and all that, you know, comes with Trump's things and stuff like that. But like, I mean, it's weird saying this, but there wasn't too many like people killed. I don't know. Like there's been a lot of other presidents that have like actually like been responsible like for like massive wars and stuff like that against outsiders, and I just don't think Trump would care about that. So I don't know. It's a weird thing. Like I said, as far as India goes, I just don't think he's...
Capture zone changing location. Get there. Ultra ready for deployment.
EMP deployed.
Capture zone contested. Capture the zone. They're attacking the zone. Capture zone contested.
Dude, why didn't my shield thing pop? Is it... Oh, it's bugged. That's why it's not popping. Change the faction and then change back or something? No, it should work.
Little pain.
Like I said, I don't think like anything major bad is gonna happen in the next 4 years. But I think like maybe long term there'll be issues. So whatever next president takes over afterwards might not have the best time. There'll be a lot of cleanup, I think.
Zone is clear. Relocate. Hostiles on the zone. Adapt. Enemy captured. Capture zone contested. Zone changing course.
Like, someone made this comment, and I don't know, like, I think it's true. It's a really weird comment, though, so that's why I didn't really want to, like, say it. But, like, out of all the presidents, recent presidents, there's been a lot less brown people dying under Trump. I don't know how true that is, but
Let that happen again.
if that's true, then, you know, all the more reason, like, it's like, okay, who cares? Good. I'm not talking about black people. I mean African American or whatever. I'm talking about brown people. I'm not talking about like, oh, anti-immigration and all that. I'm talking about like actual war, murder, killed kind of thing. Like in wartime, like they fought against brown countries, whatever, like thing, right? A lot less died under Trump. Than some of these other presidents. And I'm not talking specifically like Indians and all. I'm talking about like all, like, like Middle Eastern people, Afghanis and all those things. Again, I don't know how true that statement is, though. It just seemed like a weird statement that someone made, and I was like, oh, yeah, that sounds about right, I guess. I mean, I don't know, like, thing is like, but the Janagana Mana Adinai Yakajai. What's the name of the anthem? I don't know what the name of it is. Yeah, Janagana Mana. I guess that's the name. No, dude.
Escort. Package located. That thing needs to go nowhere.
Yeah, like, it's weird, but like, on an international level, like, the fact that, like, Trump might not be like that interested in like other countries, he's more interested in America and all. That's a good thing, dude. The the British reign, you mean? Like, yeah, dude. Like Indian history is like a long thing. Like we get taught like all of like Indian history. Like they don't just hide anything. Yeah, this is a big part of our history, like when British. Like, I mean, how long did they like? They ruled India for like what? Over 100 years and all. That's almost like half of like the American history itself.
Enemy package near checkpoint.
There's always a
Drop it.
big thing.
Drop the hostage.
Yeah,
That
nah.
package, Shadow Team.
Changing mag.
Adapt. Definitely feel no pain. Inbound to checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Very good. $250. I think Indian history goes back like thousands of years. We have a long history of things that went down.
Barrier up.
Phantom. Keep up that focus. Package retreating. Also ready for deployment.
Dude, I think I'm not gonna win a single fucking game this whole stream, dude.
Mission update. You're on attack. Move that package forward.
Not teaching like the British, like India thing is like not teaching the revolution, like, you know, the, what was it, the Revolutionary War in the US? It's like, how would a country not teach that, right? You definitely learned that too. Like when Americans fought the Brits for their independence. Similar thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've had some really bad luck with T-Base today.
Mission update. Hostiles reached the delivery zone last round. Now we need to beat their time.
When do I have 13K views? I don't know. I used to do like challenge things, and like if the challenge gets bugged out, people like look up the stream and stuff like that.
Package is retreating.
Usually, like when a challenge or something, like someone's interested in looking up something, they'll search the streams. That's why I used to do a lot of those, right? I don't know, like most, like, I haven't been doing them recently, but.
Keep up that focus. Pick up the main phantom. What? You expected an airlift for the action?
Yeah, usually like the challenges and stuff like that. Like during the stream, I get like no views. But like if it's like something interesting, like a challenge or something, and people don't understand how to do it or something, they'll watch the stream or like watch bits or pieces of it.
Yeah. Phantom's doing okay.
I actually have one stream that I've unlisted that was like way more than 13, I think.
Now everyone is on a full shadow team.
Let's see. Yeah. The IAV, Infantry Assault Vehicle Challenge, 18K views. The Riot Shield one is the one you're talking about, the 13K one, right? Yeah, like in Modern Warfare, like 2019, like you couldn't get blueprints for the Riot Shield. That was the only like Riot Shield that you could get as a blueprint, and it was tied to like a mission challenge. So people like wanted to know how to like earn it because the challenge was kind of confusing. So like I got a lot of views for that. Like I don't think I even did the challenge on that stream, but I explained how to do the challenge. I was just showcasing the Riot Shield in that one, but Titanium Prisma unlocked. Dude, honestly, I don't think I've won a single game this whole stream. But I don't think I've gone negative either. So as far as my gameplay goes, I guess good enough. But as far as team and actual victory, I don't think we've done much of anything in the stream. But yeah, whatever. Some solid team balancing I got today, I guess. Yeah, challenge streams, like, they tend to, like, get a lot of views after the stream. Like, but, like, partially I stopped liking doing them because more times than not, like, the bulk of the views, like, if you get a lot of views on a challenge stream, it's usually because the challenge gets bugged out or something and people can't complete it. So they want to see, like, how did I complete it, if there was anything I did differently or something like that, right? And sometimes it's like the challenge is confusing, so they want to know how to do it. So more times than not, like, it's a bugged out challenge that I get a lot of views because, like, the challenge got bugged out. But sometimes it's like people just want to know how to do the challenge and all, so they'll look at my stream and all. I don't think they watch the whole stream. Like, usually I explain things right in the intro. So I think maybe they'll just watch, like, the intro and or skip to the section that might be, like, of, in, like, you know, value to them, like, oh, what is this part, how to do this part. But yeah, like I said, that Riot Shield one, I was just showcasing the Riot Shield, but I explained how to do the challenge in the intro. So I got a lot of views, I guess. Like, that got views, like, even after, like, Modern Warfare 2019, like, the first year, like, it just kept on getting views. Like, that 2019 game was, like, people were doing those mission challenges even long after the game's, like, first year. So, like, 3-4 years down the line, people were still, like, checking that stream out and trying to figure out how to complete it. Yeah, that 18,000 view video, that was because the challenge got bugged out. I used to hate that streak, dude. I was like, dude, why do people watch that shit, dude? Simply because the challenge got bugged and they couldn't complete it. The Riot Shield one people watched because they wanted to know how to complete the challenge. I'd have probably got more views if I made a video out of it instead of streamed only, but I don't do videos.
Team Deathmatch, the Phantom's favorite sport. 3, 2, 1. Go inflict some enemy casualties.
this game we couldn't fucking win, man.
And it ain't looking good. Don't it? Also good show. Time to bring it home. Also good show. Don't let that happen again. No surprise here.
This guy seriously needs to uninstall. How much has he been playing and he's getting 2 for 17? Get the fuck out of this game, dude. Bro, you should have just left the game. You'd have been better off. We would have been better off. Titanium Prisma unlocked on the L86. Dude, today makes me wonder about this game. I mean, at least we got into games, I guess. The team balancing aside, we got into games, right? Better than nothing, I guess. But, yeah, whatever. Like I said, I did well for myself. I think this game's kind of... I keep saying this. Like, when you get into games after game after game like this, where your teammates just don't know what the fuck they're doing, all it's doing is proving SBMM like is a good thing in COD. It really does, dude. I would rather have competent teammates than having teammates that are going for 2 for 14 who have played the game, or 2 for what is 17, and he's like 140 level. He's been playing the game that much and he's going that bad. I don't know, man. There's other games too where it's just like that, dude, where like I'd look at the scoreboard and everyone's 1 or 2 kills for like double-digit deaths, and I'm the only one going positive. There was that Echelon game, and then suddenly like 3/4 of the game where those guys couldn't get a kill, all raged quit. I don't know. Whatever, I guess. In COD, like, I don't care about winning at all. Like, you don't expect to, because it's all rigged bullshit, right? In this game, you want to win, but like, dude, when team balancing is this bad, it's like, dude, why am I playing this shit? Why am I playing this shit, dude? if you're gonna fucking dump all the crappers on my team. Yeah, I don't think we won a single game. Maybe the first game, and then I think everything else was losses. But for some reason, I was doing okay for myself. I don't know, man. Some of those guys, like, I think they were like throwing too, man. Like they were that bad, dude. Like that dude that in that last game, I think he was in previous games and he was doing okay. He wasn't that bad. And yet, when he's on my team, he's going 2 for fucking 17. God, whatever. I kind of want to still keep playing. So maybe we'll do bonus section and we'll keep playing. But I honestly don't know, man, about this game, dude. Like, genuinely, like, I can accept, like, you know, like, occasionally getting the shitters on your team. But when it's, like, an entire stream of shitters on your team, it's like, dude, that kind of fucking sucked. That did suck. There's some good players that were, like, fun to go up against. Like, I actually enjoyed going against, like, some of the, like... There's one guy who had, like, pyroclastic, and it was kind of fun going against him. But then, like, when your team is just completely getting wrecked and... It's like, then it stops being fun going against a good player that, you know, like, I'm enjoying the competition, but, like, my teammates can't keep up at all. This is my point, right? Like, this sort of, like, brings into that argument, like, yes, BMM is a good thing. I don't know. Because if I had, like, even, like, semi-competent teammates, then going against a good player would have been fun and competitive. But when you, like, have, like, complete shitters and they can't do nothing and you're the only one fighting back, kind of sucks. Kind of sucked. Anyway, it's fine. I mean, to be fair, like, the team balancing in COD and Halo, I've said this plenty of times, is dog shit too. Like, I get dumped into the shitter teams all the time where, like, they're doing nothing. So it's not, like, nothing new, I guess. But yeah, it's all right. Whatever. I don't even know what to say, man, honestly. Like, I guess it is what it is, right? I mean, I kind of want to stop doing the camo grind on this game because definitely I think, like, it would have been funner if I wasn't kind of held back by LMG gameplay, which is a lot slower than some of the other gameplays, like other weaponry, right? But because I'm, like, grinding out this gun, it's like, okay, I need to play the LMG role. And then I think, like, I was doing objective play and stuff like that. I was doing proper play for the LMG while being an objective player. So I don't really necessarily blame myself for, like, those losses, but it's like, I think when you have those, like, absolute do-nothing teammates, then you can't just be, like, hunkered down on an LMG. You need to be, like, sprinting around all over the map and all. So you need to be either on the SMG or the AR or something like that and just being cracked out because your teammates aren't doing nothing. And when I'm sitting there trying to be like, yo, I've got the LMG, I can only move around so fast. It's fine, whatever. Like I said, I played objective, and I was doing all right for myself in all the games, so whatever, right? The sad thing is we still have one more LMG to grind out before we can get, like, call it quits on the LMG nonsense in this game. LMGs are fun in this game, they're strong, they're good. But, like, you need your teammates to be doing other stuff also, like, to, like, back you up as far as, like, trying to go for the win. And I don't think teammates were doing anything to help to go for the win, unfortunately. This number's wrong. Anyway, at least, whatever. It's not 20 out of 23. We're not that close. Although, we might be, like, might be 18 out of 23 now, I think, possibly. So what is the next LMG? I'm going to probably do the M60 is the idea, which is even slower than this one. At least this one I was able to move around a little bit. This one I'm not going to be able to move around at all. So if I get a similar squad of teammates, it's gonna be even worse with this gun, I suspect. But, alright. The other gun I need to grind out is the AA-12. This one should be truly fun. I can screw around with this one a little bit. Maybe this one will be what I grind out next. At least that way I can run around a little bit. Yeah. Honestly, I still can't get over like the fact that I don't think I won a single game today. Like, and I was slamming still. How do you slam and still not win a game? But okay, sure. I mean, I wasn't slamming, but I was doing well enough that I think we should have won at least a few games. But anyway, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out our streams if you haven't already. At least we got into games. So whatever the reason I couldn't get into the game on Saturday, it seems to be at least getting me into games today. I still think like if you're playing this quick play playlist, just don't do disbanding lobbies. We were getting into the same exact like player base. Everyone was the same. Just let us just stay and like don't disband the lobbies. And that way, like, you know, and then shuffle up the teams a little bit so like you're not getting the same shitters on your team every time you like rejoin the fucking game. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was my fault. Maybe we didn't win anything because it's my fault. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out my streams if you haven't already, and I will catch you later. Bye. Yeah, whatever, I guess. Didn't win anything, but we got Titanium Prisma on our second LMG. That's what's important, I guess.